The heat of Spain in the height of summer. Welcome to the Thursday weekend preview for the Spanish Grand Prix. Hello everybody and welcome to the Thursday preview show for the Formula 1 season here, where we move away from Silverstone and go over to Barcelona, the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. And let me tell you something, from being there, it's a very high undulating circuit. The temperature is already rocketing in pre-season. For the first time we visit here in August. Let's take a look at the Drivers and the Constructors' Championship coming into this round. It's the 6th round of the Formula 1 season in 2020. We'll return to the site of pre-season testing. It's the Spanish Grand Prix at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. This is, of course, our 6th stop on the road. The Belgian Grand Prix is in 2 weeks' time, followed by the Italian Grand Prix and the Tuscany Grand Prix to celebrate Ferrari's 1000th Grand Prix. A week off before we head over to Russia, and then Germany and Portugal, followed by the Imola Rodrigo Grand Prix at Imola. In terms of the Driver Championship, Lewis Hamilton leads the way on 30 points from Max Verstappen. Valtteri Bottas is close behind in third. Charles Leclerc leapfrogs Lando Norris in fifth place. And then we get Alexander Albon, Lance Stroll, Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon completing the top 10. Carlos Sainz is 11th from Pierre Gasly in 12th. Sebastian Vettel 13th. Nico Hülkenberg 14th. He gets 6 points on the board for Racing Point. Then Antonio Giovinazzi, Danny Kvyat and Kevin Magnussen on 1 point. Still to score points, Kimi Raikkonen, Nicholas Latifi, George Russell and Romain Grosjean. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes lead the way, 180 points to Red Bull on 113. Ferrari now back up to third on 55, 2 points in front of McLaren on fourth. Racing Point are closing down, Renault are 6th, AlphaTauri 7th, Racing Alfa Romeo are 8th, Haas are 9th and Williams are 10th. Hello everybody and welcome to the Thursday weekend preview for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's the 6th round of the championship and we're in a different location up in the commentary box at the moment. Frankly, Dad, because it's absolutely freezing outside.
Yeah, it's summer.
Yeah, just English summer. But it's baking over in Spain as well. Track temperatures.
Oh, what is it? Biscuits?
Yes, yeah, bacon, biscuits. They may as well. The track temperature over there is ridiculous at 40 degrees. That's enough to bake biscuits, isn't it?
I don't know.
Neither do I. I know somebody who would.
Better ask your brother.
That's what I was going to say. So, here we go then. The Spanish Grand Prix. No Megan this weekend. She'll be back with us in 2 weeks' time at the Belgian Grand Prix. And that's a great way to start, Dad, because
where do you start with the Belgian Grand Prix?
We're going to start with it because it's been announced that past the Belgian Grand Prix,
why?
That party modes in qualifying won't be allowed anymore.
Yep. Lewis thinks that this will not slow Mercedes down like they think it will, right? Because everybody else has got party modes as well. It might slow the others, especially Ferrari, down a lot more.
But it's not really going to be a situation where we're worrying going forward, is it?
No, because the party modes were only used for Q3.
Yeah, no, it's not. It won't be a problem.
And to be honest, right, if I were Red Bull and Ferrari, I'd be more worried than Mercedes.
Yeah.
Because the natural speed of the Ferrari and the Red Bull isn't as good, even though they won last weekend. That was a tyre thing. Right? Max said he didn't want to drive like his granny.
But he didn't, did he? But he conserved those tyres incredibly well. A bit too suspiciously, we said in the commentary.
His grandma sent him a message.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, what was it about then?
It said, Max, grandma is faster than you.
Can you confirm you understood that message? But no, we said...
21.
We said... he's 22. We said in the commentary...
He's 22, but she's not.
No, I couldn't remember for a second. We said in the commentary last week that everyone was a little bit suspicious going forward of that Red Bull saving the energy, saving the battery and the tyres. It's a little bit interesting.
It is, and I mean, Rob Smedley has got a theory, and Martin's got a theory, and I've got a theory.
Go on then.
I've got a theory. You know the ride height at the back?
Yes.
It was clearly different to what it normally is on that Red Bull last weekend, and I think the combination of that and the and Pirelli putting the tyres up to one psi at the back and 2 psi at the front, which means that the middle section of the tyre is having more contact with the road than the problem, which was
at the front
the
there.
walls of the tyre, the edging of the tyre, the walls. So, I think it was the rake.
We saw a lot of tyre issues.
The wake rake.
We saw a lot of tyre issues, but none of them thankfully went into a puncture. But Mercedes are going to have the same problem this weekend.
I mean, everybody was suspicious, but then when everybody started thinking about it, Toto was incensed. He went straight up after seeing the two tyres on his own cars, the tyres on his own cars and the tyres on two of the other cars, and then he waltzed up and asked the Pirelli guy, "What's going on? What's going on?" But when you start thinking about it,
it's logical. Yeah.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. They weren't cheating.
No, they weren't.
It was just that they have a genius
tyre strategy plan. Yeah.
No, they have a genius who.
Adrian Newey. I see you going there. Yeah.
Right.
Moving on
they should have run Gordon Murray in Mercedes and she said, "Excuse me, Gordon, could you tell us how to do this?"
He's at McLaren at the moment.
Is he?
Yeah, back at McLaren.
Is he?
Yeah, just I think he's helping out their next road car.
He never looks any older.
No, he doesn't, does he? He's always looked the same. Moving on to this weekend then.
He's not.
Very funny.
He must use harmony.
Whatever. Moving on to this weekend, Sergio Perez has been given the all clear. He's back racing this weekend after 2 negative tests. That's great news, but bad news for Hulkenberg.
No, it isn't bad news for Hulkenberg because the Hulk has showed, like last weekend, right, Lance Stroll, right, really had a problem because the Hulk was now up to date with the car. He's determined. He's got a lot more determination about him, and boy, did he beat him in every sector.
It was fantastic watching him
Yeah,
back.
he was brilliant. He was the Hulk of old because I think the Hulk lost a lot of... When he was going to go to Ferrari...
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, his contract was torn up.
Well, that's because they got Bianchi, but Bianchi never went there because of what happened, so it was all flicking around.
That was a big no-no for them.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have done that to him, and it really did his confidence in.
And he's just got back to what he is now, so he's looking good going forward. So, tyre compounds this weekend, the same as last weekend, at a much hotter track temperature. We've never been in Spain before.
Well, that forces the
in
more
August.
than one pit stop.
Yeah.
I feel that they'll do at least 2 like they did last week. It worked.
It does, but it's a nightmare to keep a track of. But
and it's a different kind of heat.
Yes, yeah.
I know people say hot.
Don't know what that was in the back of the commentary box.
And the wind.
Yeah, the wind's blowing our door.
I left the door open, and that was what was happening.
Yeah,
there.
the commentary box door.
It's all good
not
fun.
Nice. Yeah, it's not nice in the UK at the moment.
Anyway,
back to what you're saying.
It's only a blimp.
Yeah.
Of in the weather. It is summer.
Yeah, believe it or not. But the track temperature in Spain is a lot hotter than it was at Silverstone.
Yeah, I also don't think this Grand Prix should have been allowed to go ahead.
I don't think it should have.
Right,
yeah.
I know we've got these little bubbles around the track and things like that, but Barcelona is in lockdown. Right, I don't know if it's come out of lockdown at the moment. It hasn't, has it?
No.
Right, so things, but the heat is different here.
I can attest to that.
So it's a more humid heat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very dry.
Right.
You step off the plane, it hits you straight away.
I say it's humid. He says it's dry.
Well, it's been all right. It is dry in some places, but let me tell you something.
I used to love in France.
Yeah,
you used to drive down from. We used to go from the north of France, onto the ferry and drive down through Le Mans, to Royan and things like that. And by the time you got to just outside Le Mans, the service stations had these mist spray to cool you down as you walked into the service station. You just walked down the path, right? There would be mist spray spraying this light mist on you to cool you down.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it is. It was.
Pity if you're wearing beige shorts.
I never wore beige.
No, you didn't. I've misplaced my wardrobe today. I've worn shorts in the UK, thinking that it's going to be.
I wear shorts all the time.
Yeah, well, you can pull them off. I can't. Anyway,
I know every night.
Yeah. Moving back on to
I
this
don't
weekend.
sleep in them.
No. Moving back on
I
to
used to when I was in hospital.
moving on to this
I
weekend.
used to sleep on top of the bed and all.
I'll try and get on. Moving on to this weekend then one more time. We are live tomorrow for first practice. It's just me and Dad. That'd be fun. Another live. But Megan's not with us this weekend. This is one of her allocated races. She's off. She'll be back with us at the Belgian Grand Prix. And that's another thing to look forward to as well. The fact that the 2 more races look to be announced before the end of the month. Looking to go to Jerez in Spain and another one back in Turkey in December. So is it too early to say we're going to have Turkey in Christmas?
One of them's a MotoGP track.
Yeah, now it is, yeah.
So you'll have to go the other way round.
Yeah.
Because I think that's how they're doing it at the other place.
I can't remember where it is, but I know
Mugello.
Mugello.
They're going the other way round, aren't they?
I think they are. They're
Otherwise
discussing
you have to change the
barrier layout.
barriers
yeah.
and everything for the MotoGP, who will be there themselves.
No, MotoGP
They're
out
not going
goes.
to move.
Not
no.
this year for Mugello.
But
no.
anyway, Mugello is a MotoGP
Beautiful
track.
yeah,
So,
beautiful circuit.
you know, they don't want to change it too much.
That's why
you've got to adapt.
That's why this race has gone ahead this weekend, because if they'd have taken this race off, then it would have been Ferrari 999 at Mugello. So it wouldn't really have worked out.
And if it flips,
yeah,
then it'll be Ferrari 666.
Good point. Well, the devil car going forward.
The devil car, as Mr. Sebastian Vettel says.
Yeah, Sebastian Vettel. Is he going to see the season out of Ferrari, or is he going to walk?
Sebastian is completely dedicated, and he's a completely broken. They've given him a new chassis.
Yeah, this weekend.
Right, he'll name it something like Saucy Mandy or something like that.
Kinky Kylie was another one.
Kylie.
Randy Mandy, that was 2011.
Randy Mandy, was it?
Yeah, that was 2011.
Don't let your mother say that. His mother's called Mandy.
So, do you think that we're going to see anything for Ferrari this weekend? I mean, they were good in pre-season testing. They were about at this circuit, but it's of course the heat. We've never been here in August. It's summer in Spain. No idea what's going to happen.
Well, there's plenty of room on the beach. There is a beach nearby.
I can attest to
plenty
that.
of room on the beach. So that's probably where you'll find Fernando in his deck chair.
Oh, he's in Indy. Fernando's in Indy.
Yeah, I know. It's just a joke.
I know, but he's in Indianapolis.
Maybe he's left the deck chair
Possibly, yeah.
for Sebastian.
That's a good point. Right, we better move on. Let's go on to this weekend then, and let's take a look around the Circuit de Barcelona with Lap Attack. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya in Spain, 3 sectors long, 2.892 kilometres, 16 turns and 2 DRS zones. Elevation change is minimal and it's a demanding circuit. So let's take a look then around this 4.655 kilometre circuit. A lap record of a 118.441 set last year by Danny Ricciardo. Open up the DRS, pull length gear and start the lap down the hill to a long turn, one of the longest runs down to the first corner of the season. Brake hard down 4th gear, tight right, tight left, full opposite lock and then a long sweep of turn 3 to complete the first sector. Rise up to 5th gear, pull 6th, 7th, 8th, brake, cross the first sector time all the way down 3rd gear. Ride uphill now before the short drop downhill towards turn 5. Heavy braking down to 2nd gear. Hug the apex hard, drift the car wide on the AstroTurf and run downhill into turn 7 and 8 chicane. Almost drop down 4th gear, clip the apex and rise uphill once more. The fast turn 9, 6th gear, lift a little, let the car rolling on the half banking and now open up the DRS and go hard all the way down towards the heavy brake of turn 10 into the MotoGP section that Formula 1 uses as well. 2nd gear, get this part of the course wrong, the car want to flick out like that, you've got to save it. It's a constant challenge. Uphill, wants to push you out wide, let it. Use the excess camber to drag you into turn 13 and then the chicane of 14 and 15. Ride the curves, just clip, and then across around the final corner, turn 16, open up the DRS, go to the line, and that is a lap of the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. Wonderful circuit, wonderful atmosphere as well, I can test, but I so miss not being there. Because I did pre-season.
You got locked in the commentary booth.
Yeah, we'll tell that story in free practice 1 tomorrow because that'd be fun. That'd be fun to tell.
It is fun.
It is fun to tell the story.
You lot having to clamber over the wall.
Yeah, we'll tell all the story
We've
tomorrow.
told it now.
Well, sorry? Yeah, well, it's a lot better. I'll tell it in
Anyway,
detail.
come on, let's get on.
Yes, who do you think is going to go strong tomorrow in practice?
I think the Pink Max. I think Max will be on a high. I think Albon will try. I think it'd be a good race for the McLarens.
It will, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good circuit for their type of car. And the Mercs... The Mercs will just do what the Mercs do. And
Struggling in the heat.
and
Or
I think
dominant.
the Ferraris will struggle again.
Yeah, Ferrari
with,
going to struggle.
With the motivated driver possibly getting 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
You watch him get pole now.
Yeah, that'll be happen. Right, we're on here tomorrow for the first practice session live. I think it's at, 10:55 as usual? Maybe 9:55. We're on here as well. But it's just FP1 this
Well,
weekend.
depends where you are in Europe.
Yeah, does depend. So we're live for Free Practice 1 tomorrow with Watch Along commentary. We'll be back for the Friday practice review, the Saturday and the Sunday preview shows and the review shows and the grand review next Wednesday as well. Full host of weekend coverage. I'm stuck with him because Mega's not here this weekend. But it should be fun.
I can lock the door and keep him out.
That's a good point. Right, from us all here then, take care. Bye for now.
Bye.